Dedlie hour.
There we go.
We have Eladio Madrigal on tonight, our special guest of honor.
Right here.
I'm gonna have you as our 10th guest.
10, who's gonna be number 13?
Number 13. I was thinking about my dad. Thinking about Papa Dedlie as the 13th. What do you think?
Do it.
Yeah. He wants to be on it, so I'll have him on it. I also want to get my mom, but she doesn't want to do it.
So eventually, after you get every person once, then what's gonna go down?
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. But individually, or what? Are you ever gonna have a group in here?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. David Benitez wanted to do him and Jane for the Black Heartthrobs, but I don't know. I think I just want to do one person at a time for now. Maybe a group. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I want to interview but there's so many people, all the people at Cafe Nella. I want to interview
musicians, right?
Yeah, all those musicians. Dave Travis, everyone from there.
All right. So should I flip her?
Go ahead, sir.
All right, here we go. Let me start this motherfucker right here.
All right. The hour has begun.
All right. So what's this substance made out of?
Sand, I guess. I forget what this was. I don't know. I found it. Okay, so we're talking about the hourglass that we flip, and I really wanted to find like a dragon one, like a really cool, crazy dragon style one.
What?
I don't anything cool, but
hint.
But it just wasn't. There was none I could find online, or there were stuff online, but it was only like a 15-minute.
Like a bit or what?
Well, yeah, like a bit, like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and I wanted a full hour one. Yeah, I didn't want to keep flipping it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, they're hourglasses that are actually not hourglasses, which is fucking stupid. So this is the only hourglass that I could find that was like a full hour, and I was like, all right, well, that matched my price range.
Well, I think it works in that it takes up the little table we got here. So it's right there.
Yeah, exactly. It's always present. No, and I don't know why. It was just this image that came to me. I needed a
dragon.
No, just an hourglass for sure. So we can keep.
It works.
Yeah, and it totally works exactly.
Especially nowadays, we get hacked.
Make sure to put the mic.
Oh yeah.
You can move it if you want. If you want to, yeah, exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Right. Can you hear this?
So, have you been, Eladio?
Good.
We've seen you from time to time, but we haven't really had time to catch up. What's been going on with you?
Fucking working and
work. What are you doing? Where you're at a different Avon's, right?
Yeah.
Where at?
Me out, West Covina, so I'm over there now.
Oh, you're over at West Covina? Damn, that's a lot farther. Where are you living now? You still living at the
same area?
Same area? Okay.
But I just jump on the 10 and I'm good to go.
And you're driving now, which is great.
Yeah. I'm still mapping out some parts of town in my head.
Oh, really?
But like for example, when I came over here, I kind of thought of landmarks that I'm familiar with. So then I thought Cafe Nella. I was like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I figured I'd grab some beer on the way. I remembered you took us to Super A few times.
Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, I had the GPS on by then, but I knew which road we always take.
Yeah. No, it's good. So did you come up this street down here, the easy way or the hard way?
I came up through here.
Oh, the crazy way.
I had to do that one turn.
Yeah. God damn it. I hate that Google does that. It's such a crazy way to get up here.
But yeah, it's daytime. I figured in the nighttime it might have been more, I might have rolled down the windows and
No, yeah, Nan would come to rehearsal here and she'd get lost. Because it was at night.
Nighttime?
Yeah. And Google would take her the crazy way.
Oh, shit.
And so I had to give her directions.
Oh, well, I've been up here before, although I wasn't driving. But I remembered the spots.
Yeah.
And I knew what your driveway looks like. And
yeah.
I saw those new houses that they're...
Oh, yeah. There are new houses there, which look really...
I can't tell.
Dumb.
Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, it's just dumb because there used to be nothing there, and we used to have such a nice view And now there's property.
Damn.
It's white people problems.
Oh yeah.
Taking away our goddamn view.
Where'd I put it? No, I brought this down in case I write some stuff down.
Oh, what?
Because I figure sometimes some of the conversations could go anywhere and
Yeah.
you forget what you're talking about. In the first place.
And then you want to write? Do you want a pen? I have a pen.
I have some pens in my pocket.
Cool.
But yeah.
I've seen you've been sketching a lot too, more now. Like you used to sketch when we lived together.
Oh yeah.
And then now you're doing a lot more sketches. What is this?
I found this. That was when we were living together.
It's my day off. So there's a picture. You know what? Can I take a picture of this and I'll put it on the
Go
thing.
for it.
It's my day off. Got good sleep. I'll Pokemon Go to the TVS house, taking my backpack just in case. Helping Jesse and his girlfriend move out. Jesse and his girlfriend.
Well, that was a while back.
Shit, that was a while back. The middle of the day can be mine if we finish. Then TBS practice at night. Wow, what a day. Oh yeah, let me take a picture of it afterwards.
That must have been, what, 2 years ago, maybe 3?
Yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, when Jesse moved out with his girlfriend. Wow.
I don't know. I found this. This was the smallest book.
He is not with his girlfriend anymore, and he has not moved out.
Jesse James.
Jesse James. Yeah, but you've been drawing a lot more. I've been seeing on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I feel like now, like I was listening to David Benitez and Daniel Martin.
Yeah.
And hearing what they say about music and
Yeah.
about the time you put into it. And,
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll set aside. If I only have a half hour to mess, I'll play with the guitar.
Yeah.
Practice some stuff. Keyboard,
right.
same thing.
Right.
You know, bass, whatever. But sometimes I'll do it with drawing too. Like if I'm too tired to play or like my fingers are fucked up.
Yeah. Then you'll do some drawing.
I'll do some drawing and it's
cool.
It's like the same thing. I feel like I'm just whatever's in my head just comes down
put
to
it
something.
That's great.
But
excuse me.
I haven't really been writing music, but more like ideas. That's what I've been doing.
Ideas for songs or just ideas, just writing down ideas in general?
Probably the beginning of a song. But then
Oh,
I
really?
usually stop there.
What are some of the recent ideas?
They're usually just like a minute long. Say if I post something on Instagram that's guitar.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
that
like,
stuff.
That's like an idea. It's like
I see.
It could be a song. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's an idea.
yeah. It's
like,
just kind of starts.
So when I draw stuff, I don't usually, or I don't like to, for drawing at least, I don't think about what I'm gonna draw.
Yeah.
I just start going and then.
Yeah.
Usually, kind of comes up with something that I've been thinking about.
Right.
So that's where I'm trying to come from this time around.
Right.
With the art.
Oh, interesting.
But I figure I'm waiting for a time where I have like a good 2 days off, and then I could probably draw something and then come up with some music to go with it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you've seen the Apocalypto thing that Tenacious D has been doing.
No,
I've seen some of it.
I want to, actually.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They got the little pictures. Looks like some little kid drew it and
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
it paints a story and
yeah.
it's Jack Black, so it's good.
I love Jeff Black. I bought tickets to go see him with my sister.
Oh, where at?
And at the what's that one place everyone's playing at now? Hollywood Palladium, I think. And fucking sister. So she's all like, "Hey, can you buy my ticket? I'll pay you back." Dude, the fucking concert is right by her birthday. Like, now
got you.
I just got. So now I'm just gonna be like, okay, well, here's your goddamn, present. Jesus Christ, I got.
Damn, she got you.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine. So it keeps, now I don't have to think about her gift.
There you go.
No, so we're gonna go see him, and I was like, all right, I'll watch all the post-apocalyptic stuff.
Is that what he's gonna do?
What's that?
That he's gonna do that?
Oh yeah, that's the whole post-apocalyptic tour. Yeah,
Kyle will be there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Jack Black and Kyle Gass. Of course.
I think I missed the last two, but because they were doing it like Instagram, they let you know like, hey bitches, like we got a song out, and then they do some little skit.
I've been watching that. Yeah.
Okay, so the first few times they did it, I clicked it right away, or I went on YouTube.
Yeah.
But the last ones is like, I think I was in the middle of something, so
yeah.
I don't like to get distracted by social media.
Right.
I'd put my phone away, and sometimes I'll just turn it down and
Yeah. No, that's good. I've been. Yeah, you're not on Facebook anymore, right?
nah.
Why not?
It's just scrolling, and it sucks up your juice.
Yeah. No, it's
So
true.
I like to use my juice for other stuff.
I got rid of Facebook app on my phone,
Oh yeah, that sucker.
so I
Because
don't.
it notifies you. That's where they get you with the
Yeah,
notifications.
exactly. And I still get. And I stopped my other profile with my family name.
So you just got Blake.
So I just have Blake right now, but I use it for. I mean, I have to use it for promotional stuff and like, hey, we're playing a show or setting up an event or getting the word out.
Like I wouldn't have seen that post apocalypto if I wasn't
Yeah, on
following
Instagram.
Jack Black.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I've been getting more into Instagram, and kind of posting on there. And I created Blake's Dick Pics. Follow me.
Blake's
if you
dick
haven't.
pics.
Blake's
What
dick
kind
pics.
of pics are there on
It's just pictures of
Blake's
me and other
dick pics?
people.
I think I saw the one with the banana.
Yeah.
Is that the first picture?
No, it's like the fourth.
Oh,
It's
shit.
Marguerite. It was at a Halloween costume party. And,
Oh, because when I saw it, I didn't know if you jacked it from online or if,
oh no
or
no
if you
no!
were
It was
if you
actually
were
it was
there.
Marguerite from
Ah,
Exploding
fuck.
Pintos. She was wearing that outfit at
That
the
was a
Redwood
female?
Bar. Yeah, it was a chick, and she was wearing that costume. So I took a picture. I was like, oh, perfect.
Fuck.
It was actually that night where I was actually pretty high, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna create this page. I've been thinking about it a long time.
Fuck.
Anyways, but like, yeah. So I mean, let's go back to you getting off Facebook. Yeah, it's a fucking waste of time. So now, like, your time's just devoted to like writing, either coming up with ideas for songs or
Yeah. I guess the thing is, I seem to do things like in a half-hour session. So I'll do one thing for a half hour. Like I'm trying to play keyboard and guitar
yeah.
together.
Oh,
so
nice.
that they sink into my brain better.
Yeah.
Cause like or like for example how like speaking Spanish and English, I don't know, to me they're like the same thing, but they're separate.
Sure.
So like at work, there's some coworkers that I speak to almost exclusively in Spanish, and then the other ones, and then it's I don't know if it's a different part of me or like I'm probably more well mannered in Spanish.
Sure.
And then
Yeah, because
English.
that's the language you grew up on. I'm assuming.
So I'm trying to do that with the guitar and the keyboard. Like I'll have the guitar in my lap and I'll be playing some shit.
Yeah.
And
On the keys, yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm just trying to get it down, so I could just play without looking.
Cool.
So like in the beginning I'll be skipping like 2 notes and then later skip 4 notes and then now I feel more comfortable just jumping around the keys, and I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do. So. Because that's what I do on guitar.
Huh? Yeah.
So it's like, why not do it on this shit too?
Yeah.
And put both hands down,
Yeah. You're making me think a lot of things. So, are you recording any of this stuff? That's my first question. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Where's the other? Where is it? I want to hear all this stuff.
No, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, really?
Like,
are you recording like an LX audio?
Yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna put it first.
Cool.
Like when we did DI, I always had that on the side, and then
you like your own kind of stuff?
Yeah, and then because it's like a different genre. It's more acoustic. So then
yeah.
But there were always songs I thought would fit with the band, and then I would bring them to my brother and Ismail, and we would play it and we would make it work.
Oh,
they would usually get faster and
right. Evolve.
They'll be
I could totally tell all of your songs from DI could like easily be just like you and the acoustic.
No, yeah.
Totally.
I probably have a version in my head where it's just like I wouldn't play the same thing that I do.
Right.
I would probably incorporate like some bass in it.
Yeah, sure.
On the guitar and some of the rhythm that drums might make,
Right.
But like fucking I don't know, I feel like acoustic guitar that's probably the thing. Acoustic. That's probably where I can shape the music the best.
Acoustic guitar?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, and another question I had when you were telling me that. Why do you like not want to like look at the keys? You just want to be like super comfortable with it,
Yeah.
or that
It's
like
like the
that's the point?
no. Well, the way like playing on stage, the
Uh-huh.
way I feel is like first you learn how to play something, and but you gotta focus on it. You gotta stay focused on
Right.
it, and maybe you mess up a few times,
Yeah.
even though you're just focused on it. But then you take it to the next level, and then you could play it without messing up.
Yeah.
But then you could still take it to another level where while you're playing it and you're perfecting it, you could be thinking about other stuff like, oh shit, for the next. Because that's what I would do. Like, maybe not during like a solo, but during some parts, I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I gotta get my capo for the next song.
Uh,
And like,
and you're still playing like flawlessly.
or like, goddamn, like I need another water. Like, where's Jesse? Oh, Jesse's over there. Like after this song, I'm gonna tell Jesse to get me another water and a beer or something. And that's I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do with the keyboard. I wanna
Right.
Cause sometimes if I'm playing some basic shit, then I'll be thinking about stuff, and then I was like, oh, I gotta take it up another level
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm trying to learn.
Cool. No, it's funny because we played Twisted Black Soul played 3 shows this week, and thank you for
I
coming.
caught one of them.
Thank you for coming to
I
the
saw
Monday
the-
one. That was
I saw the
awesome.
Cafe Nella one on
Yeah.
Kathleen's stream.
Yeah, that was cool. That was fun. We got progressively better, by the way. But it was very interesting because like some of those are new songs. Like Hustler Song is a new song for us. Some other songs, and like I constantly look down at my guitar. Like I have to. I'm watching the videos, and it's like I don't know. I don't feel comfortable enough yet
What about
for
just
that.
as far as well, you move around a lot for your songs. But
Yeah.
are there some songs where if you're in similar position, you're just moving up and down? Like then can you
Yeah,
play it?
I mean, sort of like for Fast Friends, I can, but then like I'm moving around or I'm like singing, and then like I know I'll hear myself miss a note, and I'm like, god damn it, and like so I'm not fully on it yet. So I guess I just gotta, I guess I gotta like do what you're doing is like practice it so much that like I gotta not look at it because I think what I'm doing is just practicing it and then playing it live. I have to practice it as if I were playing it live.
No, yeah, there's like playing on stage. I learned a lot of things. Like if sometimes you get distracted and you have to come back in a song like in the middle of a part.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't know the song backwards and forward, you're gonna have to wait till it loops back to like when you're back on the first chord of the verse or the. But if you know it backwards and forward, you could just jump back in anywhere and.
Yeah, true.
And also, like, there were some venues where they would flash the lights, or for a split second, it would be completely dark and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of made me have to memorize everything.
No, true.
So then when you're sliding up or down, you know where
where you are. I just get so nervous sometimes. I'm so nervous when I'm on stage. Like,
and you wear the mask sometimes. So.
Yeah, which helps with the nerves actually. But I mean, there have been like shows I'll remember where like I won't even look at my guitar, like Doghouse, which is actually pretty easy because it's just C and G and I can just go up and down. But still, like I wouldn't look and I would just like fucking play and it would be like super awesome. And then other songs. The fucking Hustle song is just a lot of like going up and down the neck, and I'm just like, oh, like I really gotta. And it's our first song too, so I'm always nervous on the first song. I can't play that. We have to play like I'm learning now. Like we have to play like a song that we know really well, like first to just warm us up.
Ball rolling.
Yeah, to get us rolling. But no, it's interesting. Oh, you were about to play. Go ahead.
No, I was just.
Oh, you were like.
I was just trying to think in terms of.
Guitar.
Feeling the guitar in your hand.
Yeah. What got you? What got you to start playing guitar?
Guitar.
Yeah. Like, why the guitar? I'm gonna open up another beer while you explain.
Oh, go for it. I think at that time it was because growing up probably sports was my go-to thing. Just playing sports, anything.
What'd you play?
Just anything from basketball, kickball, freaking I would just avoid like tetherball and handball. Those were like the little kid ones to me. It's just like I wanted to master.
I like tetherball.
I like to master the shit where you're running and you're jumping or.
Oh sure.
So, but now yeah, basketball. Playing football.
Do you want one?
Oh, I'm down.
It's basketball. Oh yeah, you were really good at basketball, weren't you? Or at least Ismail would tell me you were.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the best shooter, but I knew the game pretty good, so I can.
You knew how to.
If I would jump in on a team, and they had scorers, I would like always help them win.
Oh, perfect!
You'd get rebounds. And,
yeah.
And I could kind of anticipate people's moves. So
yeah.
Offensively and defensively, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You knew what your strengths were.
Yeah, and for the most part, I was tall, like in the taller side of people playing.
It's true, yeah.
So that helped because the arms, just sticking my arm up, people when they would shoot, they would fuck up.
Yeah, we were all pretty tall. How tall are you?
So I'm under 6 feet, but.
Oh, never mind then.
But
you're just under 6 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, but then eventually the guitar. That's where I saw people playing guitar. I picked it up. At that time, I think Ismail decided on the drums.
Around that time?
I went with guitar.
This is like high school?
Yeah.
And so you saw other people playing guitar, and you're like, hey, this is something that I could, like,
yeah, because I messed with their guitar, and I was like, oh, all right. And then...
how old were you?
Must have been like 16.
Cool.
And my brother started taking acoustic.
Cheers, by the way.
Like, yeah, cheers. Yeah, my brother started playing acoustic, too, and he was taking lessons, so...
Oh, nice.
Meanwhile, people I knew, they were, just trying to learn, like, solos. They were already jumping into riffs, like, they were playing the shit. But now I wanted to learn the fundamentals, so I was learning, like, the music theory and playing chords. And, in the beginning, we'll play theme songs because they're easy. Whether they're chords.
They're catchy, yeah.
Yeah, chords with, like, C, G, F, and then... or melodies that are you could play on one string,
Yeah.
And like like that shit. But then eventually I figured out the patterns and like the majors and the minors and kind of how you could flow from like one chord to another and then loop it and then overall you get a certain sound and then you could just write music. So I just started writing and started playing with my brother, and then that's eventually where Gizmo jumped in.
That's crazy. No, that's really... I never knew that story. So, like, what got you to write your first song? Like, were you just, like, you were just so into the guitar and learning music theory, and then, like, what was the first song?
Shit. There was a song that I wrote. It was about my friend Jose. He's, like, someone I would hang out with a lot in high school, and, Jose, yeah. So I think the song was named Jose, or at least Ismail calls it Jose, because that's the line. And pretty much the vocals were almost the same thing as the notes I was hitting, because I didn't get it yet. I was still learning. So that was my first song, but it was about Jose and some girl that he was into. It's like a 1-minute song.
Yeah.
But it had like.
But like you and Ismail and your brother wrote on it, and
no, that one was just my first song. Just
okay, just kind of on your own.
It was just like, but eventually that's where we started playing. And
okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you brought that song to DI?
Not that one, but that was my first song, and then I figured I could write something better. So then
I see.
Started writing other shit.
Okay.
But by the time we met up with Ismail, like I probably had written already like a good 30 songs.
Oh, fuck.
And then for the most part, we only used a few of them, and then we just wrote new songs together.
Yeah.
Got the ball rolling.
Jesus Christ.
But Ismail writes songs too. He writes not just lyrics. Sometimes.
Oh yeah.
He'll throw in chords and.
Yeah.
Like I've showed him my method of. I have different methods of writing, but I've showed him one of my methods of writing, where with visuals, like you can kind of. You could put the notes like the fretboard in front of you, and then kind of see what key you're in and like figure out which notes will sound good.
Yeah.
And I kind of told well, he knows music theory and
Yeah.
but I kind of tell him like hands on how I would do it, and he did end up writing a song that way.
For DI or
Yeah, well, we used it for DI as what's that song? I forget the name, but
how's it go?
let's see. Well, it's Purpose. There
Purpose?
Yeah, he wrote that, and then he asked me to write something for the ending, so I wrote the outro, and then and then he wrote the lyrics. It kind of reminds me like of like I think I told him once, like a Lizzie McGuire, like she made a movie and then she was on stage, and then her like her regular person persona met like this, like her singer persona was on stage, and then they sang a song together.
Yeah.
And that's what that song reminds me of towards the end.
That's funny. It's so weird. You guys were like totally into Disney movies, like Disney Channel movies, not just Disney movies, not like the classics or like the animated feature films. Like, no, you guys like the Disney Channel original movies, like Johnny Tsunami.
Those are good.
What are the other ones?
Leave It to Beaver.
Oh yeah, well that was fun. You guys showed me that movie, and I was like, no, this is so dumb. And then we watched it, and I was like, okay, it's pretty fun. It's like it's a stupid like kids film, but like I could see why you guys like it because there's a lot of stupid good lines in there.
Yeah, like his dad wants him to play football. He's like the smallest. He's like the smallest
fucking kid.
He's gonna get his ass kicked if he joins. So then he stays in an after-school program, and
that is a weird gem of a movie. Check it out. Leave It to Beaver, the remake or the live action one that came out in like 2005 or something like that. 2002, 2003. It's funny going back to what you said. I learned I don't know how to pronounce it. Miserloo, that Dick Dale song, the opening from like Pulp Fiction.
Oh yeah, it's like
shit.
It's like surfer sound.
Something like that, yeah. That was like one of the first songs I learned because it was on the first string.
Oh, okay.
It was just like one string. So like it's funny how you said like you learn melodies.
Oh yeah.
Theme songs on one string. That's kind of how you started. That was like one of the first things I learned. And then
and you played it on one string, yeah.
Yeah, just whatever you can play on one
eventually
string.
you'll see that you can move up and down it. And then that's where you start putting it all together.
Right. And then you can go like up and down, and you're like, whoa, these are the same. Yeah. It kind of sounds the same.
And then you start playing two notes. And you're like, all right, like power chords or some shit. And then that's where I started learning like the root note, the bass note.
Yeah.
And then if you play a chord, and then you also end up playing that note down like another octave, maybe 2 octaves. And
right.
Like, oh, okay.
And it sounds different. It's funny. My uncles actually, when I was learning guitar, I had my older uncles. They taught me about palm muting. And they were like, "Oh, you ever try palm muting?" And I was like, "What's that?" And then they're like, "Oh, just put your hand right here and then like play." I'm like, "What? This sounds different." They're like, "Yeah, it's called palm muted, man." And I was like, so I got so many tips from so many different people and like things. So, how'd you learn all this music theory? Like, did you buy books? Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Go
I
on
bought
YouTube
books and. Sometimes YouTube, whether the person was giving a lesson or they could be talking and telling you they're playing a song, or they're just doing a cover, and I'll be looking at their hands.
Oh, okay.
And I'll figure out, like, oh, for F, they're choosing this shape.
Yeah.
And then maybe later on in the song, they choose a different shape, and I was like, why are they, it's the same chord, why are they playing it different? And maybe they changed, like, one note. Or maybe they're playing it the lazy way,
Yeah.
If you play an A, you could just put your index finger down.
Right.
Or
you could put all three.
If you hold
fingers.
it, and then you could let the other strings ring. And
right.
It's like I would pay attention to that kind of stuff and figure out different ways to play the same chords.
Yeah, it's just I was a big fan of Nirvana. I know a lot of people are gonna hate me for that, but this is how I play power chords with all these three fingers,
That's how I play it too.
And then I watched Kurt Cobain, and he's like, "This is how he does it." And it like weirded me out for some reason that he like did it that way. I was like, I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can even.
I don't know. I think people's fingers they bend different.
Yeah.
So maybe they could put the meat down like straight down.
Right. Yeah, I can't. It sucks because I can't put in my. I feel like I can't use my pinky because it bends.
Pretty good with my pinky.
Ugh.
And then like what else? Like if you're playing something, what were you playing right now?
I was just playing just bar chords.
I don't know. I started paying attention to like the notes that you can reach, like if I'm holding an A.
Cool.
You know?
Yeah,
Some shit like that, or like you're playing a D and you're like, or like see how I'm holding it like that?
Yeah.
I'm like, what if I hold it with my pinky and I'm like, oh shit, I could do shit with my index finger with the same one. So that's kind of what I try to do if like I'm playing certain chords, because then they all end up sounding the same. But if you give it a little taste,
yeah.
So just like shit like that, or like fucking hammering on like.
Damn.
I don't know, just like any shit.
Yeah.
And then you could put it all together like in E minor.
Fuck, I gotta practice that more. I feel like I'm barely getting better on like fuck, how do I say this? I don't feel like I'm the greatest guitarist in the world at all, and like I'm barely just like able to do this now, like live, the intro song, you know. Like I can just do, dude. I used to fuck that up so much. Like even
you played
this.
that at the show I went to.
Yeah, I couldn't do that like a year ago. It was so hard for me. Like I don't know why. I would just like I'd fuck up, or I'd get nervous, and like my hands would like clench, and I couldn't do that. I don't know why.
Do you warm up your fingers before you play?
No.
It's like some people warm up their fingers even if they're not playing a note. They're just like
just
spidering up.
Oh shit. Yeah, I really have to do that.
Like
I do that for practice. I fucking don't do it.
Like I don't know. At one point, I got into Guitar Hero. And,
sure.
Like if you have it on medium and it has all four fingers, I've seen people play and I was like, that's a pretty decent, like even though it's not exactly like a guitar, but that gets your fingers moving.
Yeah.
And even though you're not moving up and down, but it's
at
like
least it gets your fingers.
It gets
kind of,
like
like you're waking them up.
You know which fingers to activate.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
But then people would have trouble when they put it on expert and hard, because then that's like the pinky, and you have to slide over.
Yeah.
And then I never had trouble with it because I would say it was here. I mean, they can't see this because we're talking, but then I would slide over so the index finger's on the first button. And then once you got to play notes that I would slide over, and then in my head it's like I'm holding a different shape. Like that's how I do guitar. Now I'm planted here. Now I'm planted here. Right. But I think the people like the beginners, or they don't play an instrument, they get completely lost. Get confused. Yeah. When they jump over here, because maybe they use their index finger to jump, and then their other fingers are useless because they're over here.
Right.
So that when I'm playing, my fingers are here. I'm in this shape.
Right.
And
then you.
But I also pay attention to like my thumb back here. Have you ever paid attention to where your thumb does?
Yes, actually, yeah.
It's just doing a natural response. Like, do I need to dig in to the notes?
Right.
Like
I have.
When you do Bob Margo and you go ding ding.
Yeah.
Do you lift your thumb up like that, or do you just go like that?
I don't know.
Like, what do you do? Like, well, in my mind is you could play different ways.
Right. Oh, sure.
Like when you want to block the notes. Like,
yeah.
Like if you want to play a string and mute stuff, you put the fat of your finger,
Right.
And it's like, I don't know. I always try to master every little technique so that you don't play, or a note doesn't ring that you don't want it to ring.
Right.
like shit like that. Like that's, I don't know. I think once you put it all together, like you could just start writing songs and fucking.
I think that's what I gotta focus on this year is just playing those notes that I don't want to play.
No, yeah. So I haven't focused too much on like writing a song from beginning to end,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I've been playing. I've been working on my technique and speed and fucking just, I guess, feeling what I'm like. Say I just got off work, I might be playing something different than I would on my day off. Like, cause I'll be more relaxed.
Yeah.
So the music and the notes they'll be different.
They'll match. Yeah. Whatever your mood is.
That's what I'm trying to work on. Is like
Sure.
Just to shape the song to whatever you're thinking and feeling and. But I did, cause I feel like I did get rusty. You know, I used to write, I don't know, say like 10 songs a year, something like that on average.
Yeah.
Sometimes more like 30, but I've slowed down. So I kind of challenged myself, like it was a few months ago, to write a song in a week, and I had work, so I had to do it in between. So maybe on the first day I was like, all right, I'll just write the words, the lyrics, figure them out, maybe mess with the guitar a bit, to at least know what the song could sound like.
Yeah.
And then by the second day I felt like, all right, the lyrics and the words, they wrote themselves. I like to write songs. I think well, I don't drink as much as I do, but I used to fucking write songs about drinking or women. You know? Things that you know, things that we love, you know, and that are relatable.
Yeah.
So I feel most of the songs I write are about women. So I decided to write a song for my girlfriend on her birthday, and
nice.
The words kind of wrote themselves, you know.
Just,
Or for ideas, I could look at my text and I'm like, okay, let me put this in there right here, and then put it all together.
Oh, that's smart. Writing songs based on the text you sent.
Yeah, I was like, that was a good line right there. I just grabbed that out of thin air, and then put it all together, and then. But then, as I started seeing like how much time I really had, and like all right, say I gave myself 5 days. I was like, all right, on day 5, I want to mix it and edit it and put it together.
Yeah. So
in my head, I was like, all right, so that means that by day 3 or 4, I should be recording. Mm-hmm. So in my mind,
mix it on like
So in my mind, I was like, all right, by day 2, I should have the lyrics almost completely done. Even though I wanted to record the vocals towards the end, you know.
Sure.
But it was the writing process. That's what I needed to get back into. That's what we all need to do. Everybody, all of us.
Yeah.
Record.
Fuck yeah. No, I agree. We all need to record.
Even if it's an idea, record it and then.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I feel like that's why I started this podcast. Like I feel like we need to like record this stuff, record conversations. We have a lot of interesting thoughts, ideas, things to say.
Record it.
Yeah, record. So this is kind of the start of recording.
Yeah, I have my mixers, like kind of like you have here. Set. Like I just walked in the room and you had the 2 microphones set up.
Yeah.
That's how I have. I don't know if you've been to my place yet, but I have it set up. Although right now I have my old mixer. I let Ismail borrow mine. Although I'll probably pick it up soon, because I have more freedom with it. And but at the moment I'm using my old one, but it works. It's got like 4 or 6 channels, and
you're good to go. You're just
I have
one
my
man.
guitar ready to go, my bass, my keyboard, my electric drums and vocals. Like it's already plugged in. I just need it. The only thing I've been having trouble is my computer. It always crashes, like the fan it fails. So I need to get a new one, but I did manage to record a song a few months ago, and that's
the one for
I'm
your
telling
girlfriend?
you. Yeah, so I just decided, like, all right, on these chords, and then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta keep it simple. So I did like intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. I'm like, all right, that's it. And then that's why when I wrote the verse and the chorus, and then I was like, okay, that's more or less gonna be like most of the song. I'm just gonna do it and then record it, and that's what I did. Yeah. And I wrote it for her, and But it wasn't until yesterday I was like, I'm gonna upload this because I need
Oh,
to.
nice. Is it uploaded now?
Yeah, I
Cool.
uploaded it on SoundCloud, so
Oh, cool.
it's like it was just an idea that I went with, and
Yeah.
I recorded it. So
Beautiful.
that's what we need to do. Just put something out, even if it's not
No, totally.
it's not something that you had to think of for months and plan it and just put an idea out there.
I want to record all my songs. I want to create a second TBS album. That's what I want to do. I want to try and do that like early next year. And
2019.
2019, yeah. And record. I'd love to have you as a special guest. You know, either guitar or bass or whatever.
No, yeah, I think about that all the time. Like, if we don't have time, like we should all, everybody should do collaborations. Like you can have somebody play something for one song and maybe add some vocals on another song, like shit like that.
Yeah. No, like I want to do Doghouse. I'm definitely gonna ask Kathleen to she's gonna sing that song. Like that's her song to sing, you know.
Wait, so that one wasn't on the.
Yeah, it was on the first one. Yeah, even though we wrote it around the same time. Yeah, it's not on the first one. I wanted that one for the second one. That one's got to sound super clean.
What else is gonna be on the second one so far?
I want to do like the newer songs are obviously like Spicy Hustle Song, and then Intro to the TBS Show, which was kind of a newer song that we were working on after the album. And then I guess some of the songs that we didn't get to like Duty Head. Duty Head wasn't on the first one, and so that's like an old song. And so I might have
who was gonna sing that?
Luis. Luis sings it now, so I might have him sing it. Him and Noel maybe is like they'll both do it. I don't know. We'll see.
And what about let me see. So that's for TBS. What about for Mango?
Yeah, for Mango. Well, we already recorded our EP. I'd love to record more. I mean, we have so many more songs.
How many songs are on it?
5. There's only 5 songs on that EP. I'd love to do more, but it was goddamn
too much.
No, not too much. It was just like it was a lot just to get it all together to create an EP. Yeah, I gotta talk to Luis. Maybe we don't. Maybe we don't do. I mean, another EP soon. I mean, I'd love to do another EP. It depends on what he thinks, but maybe we just record 1 or 2 songs. I'd love to do. Record some more of those songs, and then have special guests on there to like play play something. That'd be fucking awesome. It's funny how in Mango, I'll like come up with an idea for a song, and like Luis knows way more about like musical theory and stuff like that.
Okay, so you tell him what's in your head.
Yeah, and then he'll like write it out, and then with Twisted Black Soul, it's just more like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, you should. Let's see. You should practice like just messing with intervals like
See, I don't even know what that means.
Okay, like what's this song Blue Balls?
Yeah.
Like you start here, right? Like on an F.
Yeah.
And then you keep going down. Sometimes you go down by 1 note.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go down by 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that interval is like just 1 semitone, but then sometimes it's 2.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then, there's like a perfect 4th, perfect 5th.
Right.
And like if you know that stuff, like for example, like Heaven and Hell, that's like a that's like a tri, that's kind of like a diminished, like because they're by 3. So when you came up with it, you probably like the sound of it.
Yeah.
But like say like in classical music, that's probably one of the chords they don't use too much, maybe once in a while.
Yeah, why? Because it sounds too demented, or like too evil. Because
I guess it's the way it resolves. It's like it almost always has to resolve to like the home chord. Oh, not always, but
sure.
Like,
or
they limit the use. I don't know. It's just. Man, maybe it doesn't sound that pleasant to the ears or something. Yeah. Something like that.
Well, that's why I wrote it, because it's supposed to be the hell part.
Yeah, so that's why when thinking about sometimes the way you write music, and say you don't know music theory the way like Luis Gaya does.
Yeah.
But like it comes out like in Blue Balls, you keep going down. Mm-hmm. And you end on the note just before where you started.
Yeah.
So that it gives you like a feeling of like you didn't finish.
Yeah.
So that's what you're going for.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like that. Like once you understand the progression and everything, you could throw it in. I'm like that's probably what they do with movies. You know, when they're trying to make you feel certain things.
Oh,
like
sure.
Under like a scene.
Yeah.
You know, those guys probably know. Those guys probably know
They're
all this.
doing that on purpose.
These stupid humans' brains. Like, I'll make them cry during this part by playing this note.
Play this super high string.
And when it's like if they change like one note, like if someone or like you know how there's trolls everywhere, like someone can easily rewrite the song and just change like one note for the whole song, and it'll have a completely different feeling.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's.
It was interesting.
What it's all about.
I'm learning in the Terpenes. I'm learning a lot more about musical theory because of Mike V.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's good. And he knows his stuff. And he was like, he'll explain some things to me, and I had no idea. See what? So it's like kind of good and bad. Like I don't want to learn too much.
No, yeah, because then it'll mess you up.
Exactly.
Like I was listening to you guys when you told me to fuck up on. Was it Bob Margo or one of the songs?
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, "What do I play?" Like my brain I feel like it's structured to just play to avoid any notes that aren't in the diatonic progression.
Yeah.
So then I won't go to chromatic notes, like they're just.
Yeah.
So then I was like, what the fuck do I play? Like my head would hurt. Like I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that. We were trying to tell you to fuck up, and you wouldn't fuck up. We're like, damn it, he's so good, he can't fuck up.
It's
but it was for a bit that we were trying to do.
I would just try to do shit with the like these two fingers.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll play something sloppy.
Yeah, there. Yeah, and then you fucked it up, and then we had like a wrestling match. That was great, by the way.
It was real.
That was a real wrestling match we did on stage for the people that weren't there. We had you pretend to mess up, and then Jorge Colorado Ismail on the drums like threw the stick like, "Hey, stupid! You shouldn't have fucked that up." And then you got really pissed that you like jumped on him, and then you guys eventually had a wrestling match.
I think I jumped on his drums. Didn't we knock him over?
Yeah, you knocked him over, and then he or you threw each other off the stage, which we did not talk about. You guys were just gonna like fight on the stage.
We rolled in the dirt.
You guys rolled in the dirt. And then people thought it was real. Like, I remember people telling me, like, oh, I thought it was totally real. Like, we thought that no one would think, that we were obviously joking. But, like, come on. Somebody threw each other off the stage and started fighting. Like, no, that doesn't happen. Fucking people bought it. I was going to say about Forever Alone. So I do these chords, the F, and then I go to that B. And then I do, for the chorus, I do the G, and then the G flat. And then for the bridge, I never knew that, I guess I connected I go back to that B. I never even realized that it's that same B that I end on in that verse riff, So I go, and then I go down. Like, I never realized that was like a thing. I just did that because it sounded good.
No, yeah, like, there's usually a connection that puts all the chords together, because that's where it gets your mind to feel like you could play like for the song I was telling you about, the Halloween song. In my head, I think I played an F and a A minor and a G or something, and then but in my head it was in the key of A minor, but that's
what I wanted to look
that's
at.
relative to the C, so. That's what I was going for. Even though most of those chords were in the major, it's like I'm trying to lean in more over here.
F, A minor, G, and G. I was listening to it, and we sounded so young, even though it was only 3 years ago. But TBS House.
Remember how Kathleen was screaming in the middle of the night and Ismo was trying to sleep?
Was that? Oh, that was when we were trying to record.
Because we had the headphones on and we had it like on full blast.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Screaming and shit. It sounded like she was getting. What do you say?
Getting what? Her?
Like she was getting it or something.
I think meant like getting killed, but yeah.
That
No,
one
yeah,
too.
she was like just
One of the
screaming,
two.
yeah. No, it was fun. It was funny, and I think she was like really high, or something.
Oh, yeah.
She sounds really funny.
It worked though.
Yeah, no, totally.
She was like laughing like a witch. I don't know if she was going for that. She was
Yeah.
just being herself.
And then she started howling, which was cool. Well,
Ow.
she's like, "Ow!"
She was just feeling the music.
Yeah, she was feeling the music and hearing herself, and then so she was just like going with it. It sounds cool. Yeah, I'll put a link on it. Check it out, Halloween one. Or do you want to play it? We can play it.
Fuck, do you remember it? I don't know if I remember all of it.
I don't know the lyrics. I mean, I can kind of like. I mean, do you want to play a little bit of it? You were giving me the notes, but people want to hear you play. And you can play another song too.
I don't even remember.
Here, I'll bring the mic back.
I probably know it like at 95.
Play a little bit. I'll sing my parts if I can remember. Rah. There you go.
I don't work today. I'll stay home and play. I don't work today. I'll stay home and play. Nobody's home. I'll set up my toys. Home all alone. I'll set up my toys. I'm gonna record a song all from scratch. It's a Halloween theme that I'll attach. Hey yo 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 yo, it's El Audio, straight out the streets of El Sereno. I'm on the microphone. It's like I'm in your ears. There's no disguising love and fear. The time is approaching. Time. I said, the time is now. It's Halloween and the place is dark. It's Halloween, the full moon is out. Creepy crawly jack-o'-lantern mad, jack-o'-lantern happy, jack-o'-lantern sad. Witch on broom hill bat, screeching mummy awakens. Ground's reaching black and orange. Black and orange. I'm in my room and I'm hearing strange sounds. That weird monster asking for beatdown, son, you're in the wrong town. 'Cause I won't hide. I'm not scared, I'm prepared. All you goblin motherfuckers better run and hide. Yeah, gas suicide. Feel the music in your their legs. It's the rhythm, it's the soul. This song's not meant for the corporate America. Super Bowl halftime show. Fuck no.
Halloween again. Take this knife, kill your wife. Oh, something, it's something, it's something. Oh, man. I don't remember the lyrics. I remember, keep going. I'll make up something.
You goblin motherfuckers. You goblin motherfuckers. You goblin motherfuckers better run and hide. Goblin motherfuckers, all you goblin motherfuckers, all you goblin motherfuckers better run and hide.
You're so pretty, like a kitty. I can wear your face tonight. I'm gonna kill you with my spear now. You're gonna die tonight. And your husband and your children, you will take this from themselves. Stop this sinning from the beginning. I'm gonna kill you all tonight. Yeah, it's Halloween. Halloween. You can take this body and no one will ask you questions. Cause then I can bury it and then you can just take it and then I can just, bury it up you alive and no one will ask questions because people will think it's just a skit. I'm gonna fucking murder you. Don't you fucking know it? It's Halloween again. Something like that. I can't remember any of the lyrics. I listened to it like 20 times too. You remember most of it. That was good.
No, but then towards the end,
I just remember the screaming and writhing and everyone's dying. It's Halloween again.
Take this knife, deliver your wife
from sinning this day. I will cut you, I will skin you and wear your face tonight.
You're so pretty, like a kitty. This breath will be your last.
Yeah, that's right.
Take your neck,
hold it tight.
Your face can get so red. That's right. No more lolly,
just a body.
So gorgeous in this form.
God, those lyrics are demented. Jesus Christ. I love here just like, wait, what do you say about the halftime show? This isn't a song for you corporate events in the halftime show. Yeah, that's genius.
It's hard to play and sing though, cause I never practiced them together. I just recorded like the music and then the vocals later. So
right. Yeah, no, that was good. You want to play another song?
Oh nah.
All right.
I'm still rusty.
You've been playing a lot of keyboards, huh?
Yes, as far as like a song from beginning to end, I'm rusty on that for sure. Wow. But I've just been trying to, but my technique is probably like way better though with the pick compared to before.
Sure.
Like just moving up and down.
Goddamn guitar, I love it.
It's fun.
What do you think about all this like electronic music coming out and stuff? I feel like there's no more rock and roll. Punk rock is dying.
I don't know. It doesn't have the same. It doesn't have a normal flow like that humans would come up with. It has like they're pretty much patterns and. Yeah, I mean, if I had to be honest, they could be pretty clever. Like,
oh sure,
like they can follow like an algorithm that will work. Yeah. But then the way it's done is like they'll make it so that it always works.
Yeah.
In which case, it's gonna sound the same as something else. So that's where it lacks in. But then with humans, you can just channel into it and play stuff. Like I always felt like for DI we'll play like 90% of the song is written, but then some of it was still improv. Like we would feel it out.
Yeah.
Like when we're on stage.
Yeah.
Like when we played Concept of Love with TBS. I don't think I played the bass the same.
Oh like yeah, you'd always play it different. Yeah.
I would feel it out. Totally. Just.
Well, yeah, we give you a solo in the end too, like a bass solo. So
that probably led to me like messing around in the verses and.
Oh, interesting.
Since
it always like
it was like because in some songs just jumping into a solo that's improvised could be tough, but then if you were improvising in the parts before, then it makes it like you could just jump in there and continue where you were kind of going off, but this time take a little deeper, you know.
Sure. Get to those high notes.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. What it's so good to hear that you're at least still writing, you know, you're coming up with ideas and you'll be recording some stuff, so that's very cool. And you have like your own space and you're in like that in the back room or something, right?
Well, it used to be a garage.
Oh, there you go.
But it's
about as big as this room or something.
It's pretty much like it's the size of this room, maybe.
Yeah.
it's shaped different, but
Sure.
it probably has.
Set up for a car.
It might be around the same size as this. Maybe slightly bigger, but not too much bigger.
Yeah.
And I have a sofa couch, so then I have more room when I put it up.
Oh.
And I kind of have set up like one section is for my sleeping, and
yeah.
I like big screens, so I got my big screen right there.
Of course. Who doesn't?
I don't watch TV at all, but I'll play a video game every now and then.
Oh, okay. You don't watch TV?
Nah.
You're not watching anything these days?
But it's funny to watch TV though, like when I watch sports, if I turn it on to a sports, the commercials that come out, like they got like Rogaine and and then
Snoop Dogg's
and like food, frozen foods and shit.
Yeah.
And then if you turn it on at night, then they got like the Viagra and shit.
Right.
It's just, I don't know.
Snoop Dogg's promoting I don't know, something for erectile dysfunction now.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's getting there?
We saw a commercial for it yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was at a bar and there's Snoop Dogg talking about erectile dysfunction. We're like, okay, Snoop Dogg, get that money.
That's what it's about.
Would you ever do a commercial?
Commercial?
Yeah. Did you ever sell? Yeah, or either you do a commercial or would you sell your songs for a commercial? Someone was like, "Hey, we really like this DI song."
I don't know. What do they have the freedom to do whatever the fuck they want with it?
Yes.
Probably not then.
Okay.
Cause then they can, like, say what if they only use the chorus or something?
Yeah.
But then the song was more than that, and then.
Oh yeah.
And then someone. If you take just a little piece of like your song, any of your song, like someone like what if someone like I was listening to the TBS. What if they just took what if West Hollywood took the bridge to Fast Friends and they made it their own, like, and then people started going to TBS shows like thinking that that's what all the music was about.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, they'd be pretty let down probably.
What if you think Gizmo would walk out with the
I don't know.
Intact?
They'd be pretty upset. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't give I would sell out immediately just so that we can like get money so we can like pay for, better equipment. That would be my like context. Like, yeah, whatever, take my money. No, let's buy a better amp or something and get some more heads
For the drums and
for
shit?
the drums. Yeah. Which actually we did. And we got paid this week, which was really cool.
Oh, with the 3 gigs, yeah.
Yeah. But, God. I forgot. Oh, my God. We're almost out of time.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
What else you got?
We only have a little bit.
We gotta record.
Yeah, we got to record.
You gotta set aside time for
practice.
For practicing, for...
Yeah. Well, I practice. I try and
new
practice
stuff?
every morning. Oh, new stuff. Yeah, I haven't worked on. I really need to work on.
It's like I don't know, the brain wants... I think the brain wants... Or it's good when you're at the edge of... When you play... Or like for DI, I used to like to play stuff that was... Like, I would write something that I wouldn't be able to play at that moment.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this shit's too tough. And then...
Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
And then force yourself into learning like something that is out of your league.
Yeah.
And then you play it.
That's been my whole
That's what I always would do.
Twisted
with
Black
DI.
Soul Life. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
shit,
Exactly.
this is just out of just out like
yeah.
your comfort zone, and then you learn it, and then you get better.
Exactly. That's definitely been my whole. That's been my whole guitar writing thing. Is like, how difficult can I make this for myself? Hence the reason why I started doing those, like, just those simple things on Intro to the TBS show. All right, that's all the time we
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
Sponsored by Modelo.
Modelo Negra. Say something. Can you take us out? Say something in Espanol.
All right. Gracias por todo. Seguir grabando y con los éxitos todo va a ser fantástico.
Good night.